Hey, welcome back. I'm Kevin. This is my grandson Jackson, my little helper. And we did a walk of the fence recently. Found out that we've got a couple rotted off posts. In this section here, we're going to fix them. And I think what causes these rotted off posts, because there's only a few of them here and there, is when you buy treated lumber and it comes in a big bundle, the posts that are in the center of the pile are not getting pressure treated the same as the posts that are on the outside of the pile. Years ago, they used to separate it all with spreaders and stickers. Now it all comes banded together. They pressure treat it and sell it. And the posts in the center of the pile are not pressure treated the same as the ones around the perimeter. These couple posts here, because they're together, leads me to believe that they came out of the center of the hack. So I'll show you how we're going to repair this. All right, this post here seems fairly solid. So what I'm going to do is put a post here, there, and there to stay away from the posts that are concreted in. So we'll pick a spot about in the middle. Just a little bit. Right about here. And squeeze it together as hard as you can. Still got rock in there, so if you get that one out. When I built this fence, buddy, I did all these holes by hand. They all go about 4 feet in the ground, and there's several hundred of them. Now, if you watch, like Stony Ridge Farmer, he's put up a lot of fences for his livestock. Let's Dig 18 has put up a lot of fences on a little bit bigger scale. There's companies that have specialized equipment that make this look easy. And I don't need people to think I'm unfriendly or anything as a neighbor. Just I believe that I don't really care what you're doing, and I really don't need you watching what I'm doing. And I think, like any relationship of any kind, there needs to be boundaries. And in this case, it's a fence.
Because like sometimes you're gonna want privacy in life, so
well,
you gotta have it sometimes.
I just don't need everybody watching everything I do on my property.
Okay.
Right up on the little table there, buddy. They're like past it. All right, to keep the tops of the posts from rotting, we're going to put some copper on, like they used to do in marine applications years ago. I'll put on this end here. Copper can be kind of sharp. It's just copper roof flashing. Kind of center it up. Bend one piece over. You nailed there, buddy. These are copper nails, which are hard to find. Anything copper is hard to find because people steal it from the stores to scrap it. Pretty soon you won't be able to buy anything in a store. Because of people shoplifting, you'll have to order everything online and hope they don't steal it off your front porch when it's delivered.
There's going to be no way for anybody to get anything in the world.
But no lie. You go to the hardware store, this little box of copper roofing nails is under lock and key. I'm using a plastic mallet here to be sure that I don't punch a hole in this, which would defeat the whole purpose of why I'm putting this copper on here. All right, so I did 4 quarters. Now I'll go around and do the same thing again. Now there's 3 of these posts, but I'm only going to show this one time and figure I needed that. This is some really thick copper too. This copper came out of my brother-in-law's garage, which had belonged to his father, and it's probably from the 50s. And it's a very thick gauge copper. If you go buy copper flashing now at a roofing center, I don't even think it'll be this thick. And then what do you got there?
4.
Getting through. I just need to use a punch.
You only got 2 of those left.
I got some more over there. One more spot. Even though we're not on the water here. We're not far from the river. This has got like a nautical look to it. There you go. And the purpose of this is when the post is upright, rainwater won't lay here and get into the post and cause the rot. 'Cause most fence posts, they rot where the top is. At least that's where they start to rot. Bag of concrete mix. These are 80-pound bags. And 80-pound bags plus 60 years old equals really heavy. Hold that right there, buddy.
Okay.
I'm going to lean this towards us a little bit because when we pull the fence back, then that'll be plumb. I'm not super worried about putting a level or anything on it because this is kind of a rustic fence.
Always on the other side there.
I'll take and work some around.
Are we gonna have to split the other bag? Or do we have 3?
One bag per post.
But we only have 2.
This end here, the pommel, I got 2 more on the truck.
Oh.
Is feel how it's see how it's solid now. When the moisture from the ground sucks into the concrete, then it'll become concrete. You really don't have to necessarily wet mix it. All right, now I'm going to go over on the other side of the fence and drill through into the post. I bought these 8-inch TimberTech screws. These things work really great. Thing is, they're like $50 a box. It's almost $60 a box, actually. And I'm just going to drive them in with an impact driver. Okay, we'll walk down here to the end of the fence. This is like the back entrance to our property. And if you look down this fence, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but about 50 feet down, you can see where it's bowing. Now we've got a lot of fence on this property. I'm a firm believer in fences. All right, I'm going to go ahead and hook some straps on the fence and pull it this way a little bit. It's bowed out. Get it back to where it belongs. The last time I used one of these, I'll post a picture. This is a cheap come along. I didn't think I could pull it that hard. This pulley shattered and it broke a bone in my hand and I had to wear a cast for 6 weeks. I will post a picture of that. Let's get this set up. last time I was trying to straighten out a bent piece of equipment, and I pulled on it as hard as I could, and I can't believe that I was strong enough to pull it so hard that it broke. But it broke, and I went flying backwards, and it broke my hand. These things, I really don't like these things. And they make better ones, that's for sure. Alright, buddy, stand over here.
Okay.
See if you can get a camera angle of the fence here. And as I pull, this will straighten out. That's much better. And there you have it. Those 3 posts will keep it stronger. As time goes by, I'll have to do this in different spots. I've got about 3,000 feet of fence on this property. And I hope I don't have that many rotten posts. And if you ever buy treated lumber and think it's warranted for 20 years, go back to where you bought it and tell them you got a rotten one 20 years later and see what happens. The company that pressure treated it's done changed names or something, and they don't exist anymore. Warranties with toilet paper. All right, buddy, what do you think?
Well, I just want to say this is great.
Did a good job, buddy. Thank
Yeah.
you for helping me.
You're welcome.
All right, let's go up and get some dinner.
Okay.